Good morning and welcome to Mike Ferry TV. It is the week of July 29th, the end of the month through August 4th. And we have an interesting, critically important, and very abused topic for today, which is the topic of business planning. I've never really understood why we are so adverse to sitting down and really planning what we do, how we do it, and when we're going to do it in real estate. Now, I understand. You know, Earl Nightingale said many years ago, that 95% of all people never set a goal in their life. They have no goal, no plan, no objective, which is why it's so much easier for the 5% that do plan to succeed at such a high level. In real estate, as you know, the majority of all agents fail. They never make any money. They don't do what it takes to become successful. And part of that is the fact they don't have a plan for themselves. About 28 years ago now is when I first started putting together business planning for our clients. I recognized the fact that the majority of our clients simply did not have a good plan in effect. They had nothing written down. Oh yeah, they had a goal. They wrote down, I want to do 50 deals this year, which is fine. But they really didn't have a plan in effect for how they were going to do it, the steps that we're taking, etc. So I created a very simple business plan many years ago that I want to take you through right now. It's not complicated. The business plan that I created consisted of the following. First of all, a recap of everything you did the prior year, so you can look at, in black and white, what happened in the last 12 months. Second, all the business sources that you had for the last year. Where did your business come from? Okay, what were the sources of your business? Did you get 5 deals from this source and 5 deals from that, but 15 over here? And then are you working the sources that brought you the most business? And of course, the third part of our business plan were the production goals for the year, to lay out what do you want to accomplish productivity-wise. How many listings do you want to take? How many listings do you want to have sold? How many transactions do you want to close? How much income would you like to have? The fourth part of the plan is probably the most important, and that is the numbers required to achieve the goal that you've set. What numbers are required? If you're going to take 50 listings, and you know that you have to go on 75 appointments, and I divide that by 12, I know how many appointments I have to go on per month. And I know to get an appointment, I have to prospect X number of hours to get an appointment. See, the more I look at the numbers, the better chance I have. The next part of our business plan are what are the action steps that I need to take? Or what is the action plan? I need to do these 5 things, these 10 things, to make sure I achieve the goal I've set for the year. Whenever I write an action plan, and I keep that action plan in front of me, because you're going to keep this business plan at all times in your wallet, your purse, and your briefcase, on your desk, which you have to do, and you have an action plan to follow, you can check things off as you do them. And then the last part of our business plan, of course, were any suggestions that your coach had for helping you achieve that plan. Because obviously, any business plan you have, you write it for yourself, you give a copy to your spouse, you give a copy to your manager, your broker, you give a copy to anybody in your accountability group, you obviously give a copy directly to your coach. Because the more accountability you have with a business plan, the better chance you have in almost every case. So if you look at this thought, a business plan is a working document that outlines what you've done, where you're going, and the steps required to get there. That's really all it is. It's not complicated, it's not difficult, it's not hard to do. It's a matter of sitting down and doing it. Okay, now watch. Well, Mike, it's the 1st of August. Why would I be writing a business plan for 2013, the 1st of August? Well, first of all, we want you to have your business plan for next year completed by mid-September. So you have to start reviewing the process. But how about if you start accumulating today what's happened this year so far? Because remember, the first part of your business plan is an annual recap. So it is something we have to work on today. But I also want to state to you and make this very important. A business plan is a working document. Quite honestly, it's something you carry with you at all times. The business plan I have for my company, I have it on my iPad. I read it all the time. I obviously have it in written form in my briefcase. I have a copy always with me. I don't let that get away because I have to keep looking to see what are the steps we have to take. Because it's a working document, things are going to change. What you said a month ago you had to do, based on market conditions, your energy, your effort, etc., could change. So you're going to be writing on your business plan. You're going to be changing it at times. Don't lower the standards. Look at how to improve the standards, but be prepared for changes. I think probably one of the most important parts of a business plan for each of you is to make sure that you understand the numbers portion of the plan. If you're in coaching, you know we have a numbers analyzer for you to use. Understanding, dissecting the numbers. Well, first of all, keeping track of the numbers. The biggest challenge we face with our clients is getting them to track their numbers. That's our biggest challenge. If we can get you to track your numbers, then we can analyze, we can look at, we can digest, we can figure out from what you did last week, what you have to do this week. When I started 50 years ago or so as an agent, I used to keep track every day, number of hours I prospected, number of contacts I made, number of leads I generated, number of appointments I went on, and the number of contracts I got signed. At the end of each day, I wrote those 5 numbers down. Then I put them together at the end of the week. Then I could look back and say, this is why I succeeded, or this is why I had a challenge, or this is what I can do to change that and make it better, okay? I'm going to strongly recommend that you have 2 or 3 good accountability partners for yourself to work with. Meaning, your accountability partners are people you talk to all the time, maybe every day, to remind each other to go to work, get the job done, and do all those things that have to be taken care of. But they should also have a copy of your business plan. And probably once a month, you and your accountability partners review the business plans together. And then, of course, probably the most important part of this whole process is to be patient with the plan. You don't go from 0 to 50 deals in 90 days. You don't go from 25 deals to 100 virtually overnight. You have to be patient with the plan. The plan is over the next 12 months. There's steps that have to be taken. It's not going to change in a day. Understand the process to succeed. And then the last thing I wrote down regarding business planning, the more time you spend getting rid of emotion and drama, the better your plan will take place. Yes, there's days when this business is probably awful. There's days when you love every moment of it. You can't let the highs and lows control your day. Your business plan is what controls your day. It's the steps you're taking each day. So the sooner we can remove emotion and drama from our day, the better day we're going to have. So here we are now, the 1st of August. We have all of August, all of September, October, November, December. We have 5 months to do something extraordinary with our business. If you were at the retreat, you committed to how many listings you were going to take from the retreat through Christmas time. Let's each of us commit to maximizing our productivity in the next 5 months. We have plenty of times to cure the ills of a bad year we've had to date, and we have plenty of time to add to the great success we've had so far. Don't allow yourself not to have a plan. Get your plan completed for yourself, your spouse, your manager, your coach if you have one, by no later than September 15th, because then it allows you to really prepare a lot better for next year. Let's make the next 5 months great and next year even better. See you next week.